Thank you for tuning into our channel Overlow Farm in Mhondoro-Ngezi, Zimbabwe. Thank you to our returning subscribers. Today we are basically looking at how we can maximize on crop residues after harvest. As you know, raising livestock can be very fulfilling and profitable experience. However, farmers often face problems regarding their feed and its expenses. If you are on a tight budget or still starting, this question probably pops into your mind. What can you grow for animal feed? Fortunately, there are plenty of livestock food options that you can grow in your backyard. We start from the basics. In Zimbabwe, one of the crops that is very common is maize crop. And as you can tell, after the harvest, you harvest the corn and then you leave the rest of the crop residue, which can be maximized in order to sort of augment for cattle feed. Growing your animal feed does not only help you save money, but it also provides safe and organic, healthy livestock for food for animals. And at Overlow Farm, for instance, we are raising poultry and livestock altogether, and have considered making the animal feed to make ends meet. While it may be added a chore for some farmers, some would say it takes some of the worries of raising livestock. And I'll tell you, the best way to make animal feed is to start growing your own. You will be surprised at how many crops and how easy you can grow them yourself. I'll give you an example like this corn. The livestock food is high in nutrients used by farmers for many years. Corn is considered one of the main ingredients in animal farm feed. If you have now planted land and grow the healthiest type of corn, there are several varieties of it. You have grain corn, you have young corn, you have sweet corn, and then comes the crop residue. At Overlow Farm, we have invested in a science which helps us grind some of the crops that have grown, like soybeans, maize crop. However, we always need to be looking at the nutritional value of some crops. As you can tell, this is a good way of supplementing fertilizers. As you know, animal livestock is already healthy. You're growing your animal feed it's worth the extra time and effort. And there are plenty of reasons why you can supplement feed. For starting, you could save a lot of money in the long run because you decide to make money all the time. You could just blocks, molasses, but at least you've got the main chunk of the crop. As you can tell from the video, one of the things that we've embarked on is making sure that we've got molasses throughout especially in the dry areas, because you will find like the maize crop, when it's mixed with corn and ground together and soybeans, if you do add the molasses, it just helps to improve the appetite for animals. I've mentioned this in my other videos when I'm focusing purely on molasses. This is a list of advantages letting you feed grow from your own farm area. It saves money. Making animal feed and growing greens for chickens, you can utilize the crop and vegetative scrap found within your area. You manage your own supplies. You can control the number of crops to feed your livestock. You also have less to worry about supply, since growing your animal feed gives you more access at stockpiles. And one of the things that I would say is you also avoid preservatives. You can stay clear of preservatives and other food chemicals when you know how to make livestock feed. So it is a skill that is important really for every farmer. For us, this is our early morning routine where we've got shredded cornmeals and vegetable residues. We put molasses, and as you can tell, the animals in the morning, they are fed this combination of these foodstuffs. So it is a very sustainable way of operating on a farm, really. So, and I would encourage people to sort of adopt some of these methods. And as you know, it works best if you want to grow your own, like even people who have got goats. Grass and other crops thrive on pasture land. Once your crops mature, it becomes easy to feed these to your livestock, since you can set them free into the fenced pasture to forage and munch around. And one of the things that we are also considering growing is lucerne grass, which is rich in protein, and some of the leguminous shrubs for our goats. This is in essence to just cut on cost and ensure that our animals are having a healthy diet that is sort of shrined on the kind of food that are sort of all encompassing in terms of the mineral content. With that, you can grow for animal feed. You can guarantee that every crop is organic and toxic free, since you've been making the planting environment safe in the first hand. Most crops and plants are full of nutrients that help your livestock achieve optimal health, including improving their meat and egg production for poultry. If you're worried about scraps from growing your own animal feed, how about you add these waste as livestock food instead? And farm animals are a fan of vegetable scrap, making their meals more interesting. It does add a bit of variety to addition. I know in one of my videos I'm talking about some of the trees, the forage trees that you find in the local areas, like in Mhondoro-Ngezi. We do have the other trees that can be fed to animals, like mbangara, which animals love so much. So if you accumulate much of that, you can always add it to the feed to help with the animals. And in addition, one of the things that is critical is making sure that your animals, not only are they eating healthy, but you are also managing acaricides. We are constantly regularly dipping our animals, ensuring that they are vaccinated across the elements, especially the diseases that are found within the rain season. And these have been a hazard in our area, especially in Zimbabwe, where a lot of farmers have succumbed to anthrax, they've succumbed to lambskin disease, they've succumbed to theliosis. All these things are as a result of acaricides and not sort of following practices that ensure that animals are catered for. This is part and parcel of biosecurity, which is an important element when you're running a farm. So with this video, it's just a way of trying to sort of share information so that others who are starting can sort of benefit from this. We're also welcome at Overlow Farm. We always welcome ideas as well. If you feel you've got any ideas that we can contribute towards sharing with others, this is a platform to ensure that everybody, it's easy access. That is the benefits of having this sort of media channels, to be able to disseminate information and assist each other. So I welcome anybody who've got any ideas. Please like us, please share. We are a growing farm. We continue to strive to do better things. You will be seeing more of our practices as we build upon what we have already established. And it's only a matter of time. We're talking about how things increase. We're talking about the principle of the compound effect. That small things done gradually, consistently, you'll end up sort of building up to great things. This concept is spoken by Darren Harding. If you can search Darren Harding in your searches, you will find a lot of information about the power of the compound effect. Thank you.
Whitney Houston with Higher Love. I must send shout out